This is who I want the Commanders to play in the wild card round. What is going on, everybody? Triple Abdullah here coming at you with another video for the channel. And in today, guys, we are talking about some wild card potential matchups for our beloved Washington Commanders. Before I get this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And let's get straight to the video. 2020 was the last time the Commanders, at the time, the Washington football team made the playoffs. And now, 4 years later, here we are. And we're looking at some scenarios right now going into the last week of the season where there is something to play for. I don't think we will. Dan Quinn announced that he's going to rest a lot of the players until we have that win against Dallas. And I'm looking at all these scenarios right now. So the Commanders playoff scenarios for Week 18, looking off Twitter, it's very possible that the Commanders could face the Bucks in the playoffs in the first round, assuming that Washington wins and the Rams lose and the Bucks or slash Bucks win. If so, Marshawn Lattimore versus Mike Evans could be a potential matchup. I mean, they always go back and forth. We've seen when Marshawn was in New Orleans. But if the Commanders win, they remain the sixth seed. They'll play against the Rams or Bucks, which I'm hoping they are. The higher seed is better. If the Commanders lose to the Cowboys, which I don't think they should, because Dallas, again, no CeeDee Lamb, young Cooper Rush, no Trevon Diggs. I don't even know if Michael Parsons is going to play. There's really any point of playing him. Like, there's just really no sense of winning. And if you're a Cowboys fan, from your perspective, you want to lose to get that better draft pick to essentially draft Ashton Genty in that first round because if you win, it's going to affect your draft selection. And like I said, if the Commanders lose, they drop to 7 seed to play against Philadelphia. I don't want to play Philadelphia again. I'm going into Philly. It's a whole different ball game. Maybe they don't have Jalen Hurts, but at the end of the day, offensively, defensively, they're a juggernaut. Yes, I will say though, that second matchup in Northwest Stadium, we beat them. Jaden Daniels went down to the field. I think it was for 5 touchdowns. Like played amazing. But at the end of the day, like we got to be real with ourselves. Like beating a team like Philly in Philly, it's just not that easy. It's doable, but it's not that easy. I just don't prefer it. If the Rams defeat the Seahawks, they remain the third seed. If the Rams lose and the Bucks defeat the Saints, the Rams would drop to the fourth seed and the Bucks will move to the third seed. So, in my opinion, guys, I would rather have us play, and I know it's not the popular opinion, but I'd rather play LA. Because think about it, from the Bucks perspective, if you play the Bucks, yes, it's a revenge game. You know, week one we lost to the Bucks, but that was Jaden's first game back. I mean, the whole game plan going into it looks like during the game was Jaden go run and defensively. I don't know what we're gonna do to stop Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's been having a great year. I think what over 39 touchdowns, something around that. And Mike Evans is a baller. Even though they lost Chris Godwin, Rashad White, Bucky Irving. Oh, man, dude, I had Rashad White in fantasy this year, and Bucky Irving really. I just didn't do much research about him, so that was a whole different. That's a whole different story. But again, like I just feel like the Bucks and if you look at it to LA, let's talk about home field. The Bucks would have a more home field because in LA there really isn't that much of a home field advantage there. Also, the stadium is nice; it's beautiful. And this is a side note: Jaden Daniels was born and raised in somewhere in Los Angeles. I forgot where it was specifically. So it'd be a homecoming game for JD5. And also, we look at the QBs. Matthew Stafford historically has been good, but as of recently, not that well. And I get that they put up a fight against the Bills and they wanted a shootout, but it was a very close game against the Cardinals and then a really no close game against the Jets. Two teams that already been eliminated from playoff contention. So I don't know. And will the Rams against the Seahawks be playing their starters? I don't think so. So do they have inclination to win? I really don't know. But for now, I would want them to play the Rams just because of that. And I get it. You have Cooper Kupp, and Puka Nacua, and hopefully Marshawn Lattimore plays because we can't, as fans, look on our screen for another 4 hours and Michael Davis guarding the wide receiver two or one. So if you have Marshawn in there, you take one of those guys out the game, and you just hopefully Mikey Sanders, Benjamin St. Juste, or someone not named Michael Davis is out there making a play. As you can tell, guys, I'm not a big Michael Davis fan. I don't think many of Commanders fans out there are. So I'd rather have that than again a Rams defense with defensively like there really isn't any. The secondary is pretty thin. They've been shredded through the passing game. There really isn't anyone threatening on that defense compared to the Bucs, where they have Vita Vea. They have some nice pieces in their secondary. So again, it really just depends on how you look at it. And again, I feel we can be both teams. The revenge game for JD5, but I think we just got to be real with ourselves. I'd rather play the Rams in the first round. I just don't want to see Philly, and I wouldn't mind Tampa again, but I prefer Los Angeles. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. It's crazy. Wild card weekend is 2 weeks from us. The Commanders will be playing another week of football, hopefully another week after that. But typically after every last game of the season, everyone's cleaning out their lockers and stuff. But not this time. It's a whole different regime, whole different era. I really can't wait, man. I really can't wait. This playoffs is going to be a roller coaster, regardless if we lose in the first round, because it's all going to after that game, whether it's a win or loss. If it's a loss, you go into the offseason very, very happy because you have this much cap space, you have this much draft capital, and you can't wait to see the weapons that you put around Jaden Daniels. It's going to be epic. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on this potential playoff matchup. Who do you guys want to see? I've seen on social media that more people f prefer the Bucks just because of the whole revenge factor. But I'm telling you guys, LA, like the home field, like I think that's a big factor. And it's just the Rams, like defensively, just aren't really that good. I mean, they're making their offense carry them in games. So let's see. Let's see. But yeah, guys, hail the Commanders. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Try to push out as much fire content as possible. Big game against Dallas. Oh, I didn't even talk about you have to beat Dallas. Like, there's no excuse not to beat Dallas. I mean, if we lose to Dallas and we have to go in Philly, I'm gonna be disappointed. Even though we'll have 11 wins in the season, I'll be disappointed. Finish off the season 12-5. It's crazy to say, but yeah, man. We won Dallas. Hail the Commanders. I'm out. Peace.